What's up, there, good peoples? I just wanted to pop on here for a live stream because I had a conversation with someone today. I had a conversation, and this is kind of somewhat of a rant. I get it. It's kind of somewhat of a rant today, but I had a conversation with someone that was interested in getting into real estate investing. This gentleman approached me, called me, and said that he wants to get into real estate investing because he heard that it's a great way to create passive income so that he can kind of, chill on the beach and, see the world and so on and so forth. And which is great. However, this young man didn't have a job, no income at all. Credit, according to him, his credit was not so great as well. So here's the thing, and again, today is kind of a rant. I wanted to make this video, and a lot of my videos kind of come from having conversations with people, and it's when I have a conversation with somebody, that's when I kind of realize I need to make a video about X, Y, Z, or whatever the case may be. So that's kind of where this one is coming from. But I didn't really have time to do editing today because I have some things I got to get done. So why not pop on live? So that's what we're talking about today. But anyway, so this guy wants to get into real estate investing. He has no job. He has bad credit according to him, so on and so forth. So I just want to pop on here. I took a couple notes prior to coming on, just so I kind of don't want to embarrass myself, come up here talking crazy. But so investing in real estate, it's not what what the gurus make it out to be. All right. And, for those of you who know me, you know that, yeah, I do kind of beat up on the gurus because it's easy to make real estate look easy. It's easy to make real estate look like it's a great way to just kind of get rich quick, and that's not the case. So I like to try to educate people as best as I can to let you know the real deal. Real estate investing is a great means to create general wealth or generational wealth, but it's not get rich quick. And even as far as the whole, you can invest in real estate with no money and no credit. That is possible. It happens all the time, but not so much for those people that don't have money and don't have credit or have bad credit. All right. You can use other people's credit. You can use other people's money. But again, that's more advanced. That's down the line. All right. So I wanted to kind of talk about that. Also, it's not real estate investing is passive income, but a lot of times passive income ain't so passive, especially in the beginning. All right. It's work, especially if you're a landlord, especially if you're doing the wholesaling as well as the flipping and so on and so forth. Any way that you're getting yourself into real estate is generally going to be a lot of work. All right. So if you're looking for something easy and fast cash, fast money, don't believe the gurus because that's just not what it is. All right. So again, I just want to kind of shed a little bit of light on what it's like to be a real estate investor or a landlord, flipper, whatever. I don't flip properties right now, so I can't really dive into that. But I just want to kind of give you a heads up on what to expect. So, some of the things, as I'm sure you can imagine, that we go through as landlords and so on and so forth is, and I did, like I said, I took a few notes up here, but tenants not paying rent, that can be stressful, especially if you have a mortgage that you have to pay yourself. That can be very, very, very stressful when you have several tenants that are not paying their rent. I mean, look at the times that we're living in right now. You have people that are spreading the word that they don't have to pay their rent. Even if they have the money, they don't have to pay the rent. And that's not the case, but I'm not going to get too much into that. But that could be stressful, for many landlords, So again, don't believe the hype. Those late night maintenance calls, I've gotten calls. I think it was the January before last, January 1st of 2019. I believe my phone rang around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning because there was a tenant that had no heat. All right. And it was a very, very cold night. All right. So that, Those are the things we deal with. She had kids, so I had to take care of it ASAP. So thankfully I planned ahead, so I already have space heaters and all that. So I just ran up there, dropped off the space heaters, and I called the HVAC guy in the morning. But again, those days suck. All right. Tenant disputes suck as well. It's terrible. It's when you have tenants that don't get along, and the first floor is calling you because the second floor is making too much noise, this, that, and the other. Nothing that you can't get through. It's nothing that you can't get through, but it's just something that, again, you're not going to hear about on these late night infomercials talking about investing in real estate. You're just not going to hear about those things. So I like to give people the real. If you follow me on YouTube, if you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, where else on my podcast, all this. If you follow me on these channels, you'll know I'm all about education. I want you to know the real deal, and I'm all for selling you a property. If you want to buy a property, I got you. If you're here in my local market here in the state of Connecticut, but I want you to know what you're getting yourself into. All right. So you're not going to get rich quick. It's just not going to happen, generally speaking. And like I said in the beginning, passive income is not necessarily passive. So you have to ask yourself why. Why is it that you want to get into real estate investing? And I said this a few videos ago on my YouTube channel, but you have to ask yourself why. Is it because you don't like your job? All right. Is it because you just want to get rich quickly? Those are not good reasons to get into real estate investing. All right. Those are not good reasons. Because if you don't have a good why, if the reason that you want to get into real estate is not a good solid reason, it's something that's going to keep you and retain you in the hard times, then you're going to give up, and you might even have a foreclosure or a few foreclosures on your record at the end of the day. All right. So those are some things that you have to kind of do a self-evaluation to see if that's why you want to get yourself into real estate. On the other hand, if you are looking for to provide an inheritance for your family, if you want the passive income, and I'll get into that, and if your ideal reason for getting into real estate is just because you enjoy business, and you like to build things and solve problems, then those are good reasons. So like I said, as far as passive income is great. Mailbox money is great. Okay. But a lot of times it's not passive until later on, until you have several properties that you own, and that's bringing in that income, and you have systems in place, and sometimes people in place that will handle those little problems that pop up from time to time. That's when real estate becomes more of a passive income. Otherwise, it's you're working for it, which if you don't mind working, that's not a problem. But again, if your idea of getting into real estate is, I want to be sitting on the beach, sipping on whatever, and and having these checks show up in my inbox or my mailbox or whatever, then it's not a good look. I wouldn't advise it. Again, so now the benefits of investing in real estate. Yes. Again, income can be passive eventually. It does allow you to build generational wealth in the long term. When you have multiple properties that again, eventually they're paid off. Yes, you have something to pass down to your kids, or to your spouse, or whatever the case may be. So there are certainly benefits to investing in real estate, but I just want to make sure that you're aware of the positives as well as the negatives. All right, and yes, you are your own boss. That's a huge benefit when you are a real estate investor. If you eventually get to a place where you don't have to work for anybody else, because you're doing your real estate investing thing and all that, it's great to be able to kind of write your own destiny and write your own paycheck when you're in a place whereas your income is not directly tied to the amount of hours that you work. All right. It's a great thing. And when you can make the decisions, the sole decisions that are going to pave the way into your destiny, it's a great thing. It's a great place to be. All right. So I just want to talk to you guys about that. Like I said, I figured I'd pop on here and do a live. I don't really have time to do a much editing today, so why not go live? So I hope you guys got something out of that. Today is May 14th. It's a beautiful day outside. Hope you guys enjoy your day. That's all I got for you for today. As always, thank you for your time. Make it a great day.